Okay, everybody, this is our game. It's the flying game. So when we start our game, we're supposed to enter our name. So let's enter my name here. So let's enter and now when we start our game, we're presented with this menu screen which has a play, credits, bird chooser and settings. So let me first show you the bird chooser. We are provided with two options. We can either play with the phoenix or with the penguin, depending on the player's preference. In our settings menu, we have settings for sensitivity, inversion, and music. So when we go to the play menu, we have 4 levels along with a tutorial. Let me go through the tutorial first so that I can show you how the game is meant to be played. So initially it asks us to set the slider according to our preference. So let's say I like it a little bit over here, so I'm comfortable with the slider now. So I'll say done. Now it shows us the first obstacle, which is a tree, and it tells us to not collide with it. It then shows us the star. After the star comes the wall. Then the hourglass, which gives us extra time. So let's go and collect the hourglass. And then there's the key. It happens that the key unlocks the tunnel, which contains a whole streak of stars. And we go through this tunnel to pick up all the 5 stars that are inside it. Right after the tunnel is a sequence of beer bottles. If we collect these beer bottles, we get 3 times the number of coins, but our controls are inverted. This is followed by the spider, which bites us. I won't be showing that right now. And then after that comes a rocket. The rocket enables us to go at twice the speed and get twice the number of points for collecting stars. And finally we reach the end of our tutorial. So let's go back to our home screen. And now let's play the first level. Now I'm a kind of noob at my own game, so let me just go for the easy version. So so I'm drunk again now. Okay, clear the level. Since I played it with the easy difficulty, I only got an x1 multiplier. If I played with the medium difficulty level, I would have got an x1.5 multiplier. And if I played at the hard level, I would have got a 2x multiplier. So depending on the level of difficulty the player desires, the game becomes more engaging, and he's encouraged to basically play with a higher difficulty in order to clear the levels with all 3 stars.
In this video, I'm going to talk about our level designer tool that we made in order to help level designers and non-technical people make levels for our game. We have 40 columns and 10 rows, and a bunch of keyboard shortcuts that will help us position objects and obstacles on our scene. Let's get started. Here's the first tree and the second tree, and a star that the player can collect in order to gather points. We can also add a few rockets. These will give the player a time boost. And let's add the screen to the list of screens we have. Let's press the reset button. This will erase everything off our grid, and we can put some more stuff. Here's a wall. And here are a bunch of hourglasses. They give the player a time boost. We can also put a key. The key will allow a future tunnel to unlock, and a beer, which will invert the controls for a short period of time. And here is a spider that will move up and down in order to intercept the player. Let's add the screen. If the level designer is unhappy with how he positioned his objects, he can go back down and delete any scene he wants by double-clicking on it. There we go. And then he can remove any object by right-clicking on it and position it wherever else he wants. Let's add this again. And he can do that with any other scene he wants. Just right-click to remove an object and position it whenever you want to. Let's reset everything. Now we're gonna put a tunnel, and basically once you collect the key we set before, the tunnel will unlock and there's more bonus inside. Once you're done, you can press the up and down arrows to go through the level and see how it looks like. In case the level designer doesn't have access to the project and the code, he will be able to see without having to ask for permission first. Let's give a name to this level and press export. What we just did is we downloaded the files, the entire level, in a JSON format. Here are the files that represent our scenes. As you can see, it's a long JSON string that has the items and their coordinates. And you might have noticed we have an additional file that positions the final scene for termination of the level. Now all we need to do is select these files, paste them into our project, and all the objects are gonna get created automatically without having to do anything else. Now if the level designer is unhappy with how the level looks, he can go into the website again, select the files, and open them into the browser again, and the entire level will be loaded as if nothing happened. He can now edit as he pleases by doing the same functions he used to before. Thank you.
So now let me show you the credits. So the team of developers is George, Sachit, Shu, Chen. Our music composer is Lasse. Our artist is Edward. Our modeler is Rabeeh. And obviously our advisors are Scott and Jerry. Thank you so much for watching.